This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by promoter Eddie Hearn here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Eddie, you're quite a big guy, you're in good shape now, but what's it like when you stood on the stage between those two giants?
It shows me there's many levels to go. Just two. I said in the build-up to this fight, wait till you see these guys at the weigh-in. Two absolute monsters, and this is a dangerous, dangerous fight. AJ much better footwork, better technically, better jab, better everything. But in this division, one shot can change anything, and it's going to be a very nerve-wracking fight tomorrow night.
Whenever I see an AJ fight, I do look across to you and I see how nervous you look when you're watching. How would you compare the nerves going into this fight than say any of the other ones? Maybe if say the rematch with Usyk, the rematch with Ruiz.
It's a different kind of nerves because it's like, I know that normally AJ should be winning this fight, but you just know, and I know he's going to outbox him and he's going to win rounds and he's going to just be too good for him. But you know, when they both start throwing and trading up leather, anything can happen. And that's what I love and hate about the heavyweight division. I love watching the fights that, like Joe-Parker against Zhang, I can't wait to watch that fight. But AJ against Ngannou, I'm not sure I'm that excited to watch it because I'm petrified that just, you know, because of that moment, it's going to be thrilling. But for me, it might be one just to sort of watch out of my fingers, you know.
Froch has suggested with some comments that if AJ was to lose, might not be able to come back from it. Is that a harsh stance to take?
Yeah, I get that, you know, if you lose to Ngannou, it's not a great look. But he just did drop Fury and arguably beat him, so he's a good fighter. But yeah, you don't want to be losing to anyone at this stage in your career.
I know that rematch clause is probably not something which you want to talk about, but is there a rematch clause there?
No.
But just moving forward, let's get your thoughts on a couple of other things. The 5 versus 5 situation, what can you update us on?
Yeah, we've got incredible plans. I mean, you know, I think that His Excellency just loves turning it up a notch again and again and again. And not last night, the night before, we added a few new twists and potential fights. And yeah, I think you're going to get the weight classes on Saturday, and then an official press conference in London in about 10 days to 2 weeks.
So are the fighters pretty much set on your behalf?
We won't know the fighters. No one will know the fighters.
Do you know who you want to put forwards?
Once we know the weight classes, yes. Yeah.
Also, just to get your thoughts on AJ's comments on a potential Tyson Fury fight. In an interview with DAZN, he said if you put Fury on his backside, he wouldn't let him get back up.
Yeah, 100%. No doubt about that. He's the best finisher in the sport, certainly in the division. But Ngannou couldn't do that because he couldn't set it up because he didn't know how to set it up. So that's another thing. You know, Ngannou's got to look for that one shot, and if that shot lands and you get up, he's not going to be the best finisher because he just doesn't know how to set it up. But AJ does, and if he has you hurt, it's over.
We've obviously seen the photo circulating of AJ, Tyson, Francis, Turkey, Al Sheikh, as well as Cristiano Ronaldo. It's got a few people talking. Spoke to Spencer Brown, who said it was frosty and cold between AJ and Fury. Did you feel like that was the case when you was looking at them? Were there any interactions between Tyson and AJ?
Look, AJ was like chilled, you know. He's got a fight coming up. He was just sitting on the sofa watching the world go by. He actually wasn't there when Francis Ngannou and Fury got into it, but I told him about it, and like he's just chilled. I think he's so experienced now. It's like when it all was going off yesterday between Ngannou and Fury at the presser. He just lays back and just sort of goes, "Good, this is good. Let him go, let him go." And I promise you, he's raised the focus for tomorrow night.
A big talking point from today. We saw Conor-Benn out here. We saw Manny Pacquiao going back and forth. Spoke to Tony. He said talks are going to take place now to take this fight to Saudi Arabia. What can you tell me?
Yeah, I mean, or London. You know, we'll see what happens with the bod. I'd love to do this fight at Wembley. Obviously, if it was something that His Excellency wanted to do out here, amazing. But we'll see. You know, things are progressing very quickly. I didn't expect that to happen up there, but you saw the whole world go mad for it. So you see the size of the fight that it is, you know, and we'll see where we get to.
Manny Pacquiao isn't the fighter he once was. What would you expect him to bring into?
Thank God for that. I mean, Manny Pacquiao is better at this stage in his career, much better than any fighter Conor-Benn has fought in his career so far. So this is a big step up. Conor-Benn has not proven yet to be elite world level. Manny obviously was one of the greatest fighters of all time, still a world-class fighter. But we'll see. You know, if the fight gets made, we'd love to make it happen.
I mean, just on the note of the fight progressing, talks progressing, we're waiting to see what happens with the board's appeal and UKAD's appeal about the kind of decision to get him licensed again. Are you looking at other organisations then to licence and commission this fight?
Not really. I think we believe we'll win the appeal, but we can stage this fight anywhere in the world. But I would love to do it in London.
Just a couple of quick things. Jessica McCaskill, Lauren Price reports. Jessica McCaskill not with Matchroom anymore?
Hasn't been for a couple of fights. I think got a fight coming up. But yeah, no, she's not with Matchroom.
Chantal Cameron. She's posted on Instagram that she doesn't feel that Katie Taylor wants to take the fight. She's the hold up in it. What's the latest?
It's trying to really make the numbers work. Obviously, we're back in the arena, which is not ideal when you're trying to make a fight of that size, but it is what it is. I believe the fight will definitely happen. It's just whether it happens in May or not. We've got a couple of interesting offers and options that have come up for Katie, but we do want the Chantal Cameron fight. Katie wants a Chantal Cameron fight. We'll just see if it's in May or not.
And Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul announced. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, it's a big event. You know, you're asking the wrong person because I'm a hardcore fight fan, and he's one of my idols, and I find it quite sad. But I get it. People want to watch that kind of stuff. Just a shame that you have to watch an all-time legend do that, you know. But I get it. Money's money. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah, do you appreciate your time?
Cheers.